Hi guys. Whoa. Hi guys. It's the welcome to the Bear. Welcome to the Bear Effect Podcast. I'm your girl, Mercy Just Fly, your freaky tattoo artist, with my co-host.
Sentinel Bear, the guy with the thumbs. There you go, right there. You see, that's how you make it happen. That's how you get them emojis going.
The guy with the thumbs. The guy with the
That's
thumbs.
right.
All right.
The guy with the
Right.
thumbs.
You're so funny, man.
I don't know
Um,
what you're talking about.
how was your week,
So,
Bear?
it's been an interesting week between Milton and the hurricane before Milton and the flooding and the rain. And it's been a bunch of bullshit, to be honest with you. Mother Nature hates Florida right now, and she's showing it because Florida people can't drive, and that's a thing.
But listen, but we are actually on the better side of it because there's people in
Oh
Central
yeah,
Florida and Orlando, and they're going through it.
oh
They're
yeah,
going through it.
definitely. I got some
Um,
people in Tampa that I've been in touch with, and they are hunkered down, and they are going through it something fierce. So yeah, we Miami got lucky. We got real lucky. We
right,
got missed for this one.
right. Um, on today's podcast, lifestyle party hosts.
We
This
doing
is
it.
gonna
We
be a
doing
good
it with those people. Them people that everybody
yeah.
want to get to know. Them people that everybody want to be friends with. The people that everybody want to hook up from. Oh, you throwing a party this weekend? What's going on? Let me get a
Where the
hookup.
party
Let me
at?
get a
Where the
little
party at?
you know.
I get that. Listen, I get that question asked. I'm trying to get my camera right. Like I get that question asked every from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday. Where the party at this weekend?
Yeah,
Where the party at this
because
weekend?
you the
So
hookup. You the one with all the info.
I mean, listen, there's a Telegram group that I have, Just Fly Creations events, JFC events. Anyway, Just Fly events. Telegram, we post all the parties. You know what I'm saying? You got to be part of the cool kids to get in there though. So I might ask a couple of questions, make sure you're cool. But there's definitely ways, to find out where the party's at. SDC. Um, well, I don't know if people are like promoting on Instagram too much, but I do. Instagram, Facebook, groups. There's FetLife. You know what I'm saying? There's different platforms that you can hit up, not just me.
And the parties are always a lot of fun, and it's always a lot going on. The BDSM events are a little bit different because we do something called vetting. So, people can't just show up. But the parties are a much better way to kind of get your foot in the door and kind of get started and kind of do your thing. I remember back in the day when I was a party host, did it.
Where'd you go? Where did Bear
Enjoying
go?
yourself. You got me?
Yeah. I lost you for a second there, but you're back.
I was saying that I remember back in the day when I used to host parties, I hated it. Like you can't just be at the party having a good time, enjoying yourself when you the party host. You got to do the work. You got to make sure everybody's happy. You got to make sure ain't no problems, make sure you're fixing all the things that are going wrong. I was not a fan and I gave that up because a lot of people think the party hosts make a killing and they make a whole bunch of money. You lucky to break even. Like,
A
y'all,
lot of
these people
times,
that
yeah.
yeah, these people that call be like, yo, let me get a hookup, let me get a discount, I don't care how much of a friend you are, you gotta understand something. It costs money to throw these parties, and these people are trying to
Ew.
make their money back. So all this asking for a hookup and a discount and let me get in this and get in that, y'all need to let that go because if you really are friends with these people, if you really care about these people that are throwing the parties, you should be the one who are as happy to pay to get in because you understand it costs money to throw these parties and these people are trying to break even. They trying to make sure they ain't going broke, making sure everybody else have a good time.
So when I first got into the lifestyle, I got in going, to parties, going to Denise's parties. And then I started going to I got introduced to Island. I started going to Island's parties. And I love going to parties, even whether I play or don't play. A lot of times I don't even play, but I love it because I love the atmosphere, I love the people, I love the vibe. So I had the opportunity to start throwing parties. And I started throwing parties. And let me tell you something. Like I enjoy throwing the party also because it's a safe place, for our
Hmm.
people, our community to come and hang out and vibe and and if they want to play, they can play and it's awesome. But it is so
Uh,
much work. Like you really
yeah,
have to have a team. You have to have a team in order for these party to go success. People do not understand how much hard work goes into these parties. You know what I'm saying? Like just hosting the party, just being the one at the door to bring the people in and and kind of get them to be comfortable and walk them around and show them the spot. Like that alone
yeah,
is working itself. So when I used to go to Island, most of the parties that I've gone to have been like Island. A lot, well, actually, a lot of our guests are people that I've enjoyed going to their parties. We got Cersei, we got Sean Long with Fly Zone, we got Island, we got Mecca, and these are all parties that I've gone to and I've enjoyed. And a lot of these people don't. A lot of these hosts they don't play. And I used to be like, it's a
yeah.
party. It's your own party. Why are you not playing? Listen, once I started throwing my own parties, I know why they don't play. Because number one, you don't have time to play, and then if you do have the time, you don't have the energy because you be
No,
busting
yeah,
your ass to make sure that everything is on point. Everybody's happy. Everybody's having a good time and clean up over here and clean up in room 1, 2, and 3. It's a lot going
yeah,
on, man. It's a
yeah.
lot.
Like
Um,
most of these parties that we go to, the host ain't in there just sitting back, chilling with his feet up or in a room playing. Like you'll notice they busting their ass. They moving around. They fixing problems, making sure the parking is good, making sure ain't nobody calling the cops, fixing somebody's complaint about this, that, or the other, making sure the
fixing
people are getting
a
what they
broken
need.
bed.
Fix broken beds, making sure fucking sheets are getting cleaned and getting replaced
Yes,
on beds, and fucking
all
spill
that.
pads and squirt pads are getting put down and taken up after some people want to go into the bedroom and fuck the bed up because now the bed is a swimming pool because they just decided to squirt all over the goddamn place. So now we got to make sure we got towels and pads and all kind of other shit now to make sure that they not fucking up the bed. Cause the next person that come in there gonna be like, "Why is this shit wet? What the
All right,
fuck going
all right,
on
all
here?"
right. All right. We get your point, sir.
Hmm.
We get your
So
point.
yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a
We get
lot of
your
work.
point. It definitely is. All right. You want to start bringing our guests on?
Let's do it.
All right. So Mecca was first in line, but I guess he left the room for a second. So Sean, I hope you're ready because here we go, baby. Hey,
Whew,
Sean.
man, just hearing y'all talking the intro, that's like, whew, that make me think about hosting parties. I tell you that, man. Man, that's why I only do the max is 2 a year. Like that's it. Like
Yeah.
But thank y'all. I
That's what you
appreciate the
do.
invite. My girl Mercy. First and foremost, I would like to recognize the people in Florida that's going through the storms. All prayers to y'all. Like y'all know I got y'all. I done reached out to y'all. If y'all need an able body, to help with some cleanup in your yards, hey, I got y'all. Y'all family. Just hit me up, my people. I love y'all.
Thank
Word.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
So what you
So
got for me, baby?
Sean is his brand is Fly Zone. Fly Zone. And I think I know why now. Because every time you have an event, you have it somewhere else. And it's a trip. We flying out there. We flying out there. Is that
Exactly.
the reason why? Okay. All right. So
People get
I
a
was
change of scenery.
invited.
That's what's up.
Listen, I'm about to tell y'all about Sean and his party, okay? Because I got a story
Please
for
tell
every
me.
every every party host that's on here. So one thing that I love about Sean's party, okay, you only get invited. It's a personal invite, and when I say personal invite, I mean this man came out to Orlando when I was at one of Cersei's events to meet with me and Cookie before he gave us the green light on going to his event in New Orleans. And he did it because we text this, we spoke on the phone, but he came and he checked out the vibe and the energy, and it must have been great because he was there for about maybe, I don't know what, 20, 30 minutes.
Yes, it
Son,
was.
you hung out with us. And then after that, we got like the official invite, like, yeah, y'all, come on, y'all coming. And because of that, the people that were invited that stayed at this beautiful house that he got in New Orleans, how many rooms was that? It was like ridiculous, 10, 12 rooms.
It was about that. Yes, it was.
It was ridiculous. They had an elevator and everything. It was awesome. It was right next to a church, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm surprised you ain't burst
we ain't
into
gonna
flames.
let the group know what you did down there in New Orleans.
We already talked about that. I let them know. We gonna. I don't listen. I got a podcast. I live my life out loud, baby.
So on the podcast coming very soon, we're gonna have a section called Story Time.
Okay.
And story time is going to be especially for these debaucherous little adventures that Mercy and I go on so that we can share it with the audience. And we're going to take turns giving story time because we get lost in story time during the damn podcast regularly. So we got to section it off so we can get some work done.
I love that. But the vibe in the house, because he personally invited everybody there, the people who actually stayed at the house, when I tell you everybody got along, and it was just a great freaking crowd. You know what I'm saying? At his events, not only did he have the ride from the airport and all that coordinated, he had events for us to do every night. We went to a different lifestyle club or theme place, every single night. He had party buses picking us up and dropping us off. We catering, for lunch and dinner, and I mean, like, his party was very well put together. You remember when we said that we break even? This man does not break even. He spends money. Okay, because everything is top notch for his parties. Because again, he only does it twice a year. And I told him at that event, I'm like, Sean, you're not in this for the money. You in this for the experience. You're giving people an experience. And that's exactly what he did. Like, I will forever go to every party that he's invited me to.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's definitely a good place to be.
How long you been having these parties, Sean? How long you been doing this twice a year?
Well, I started off with a business partner of mine in H-Town, and we kind of venture out our own things based on our lifestyle likes and dislikes and stuff like that. And but I'm gonna say around 8 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, 8 years. A lot of people don't know me because I was on another scene in lifestyle. So that's another scene. That's another conversation for another day, I'm gonna say.
For another show.
For another show, exactly. Bring me back.
No,
we'll be happy to bring you back. That ain't no problem at all. You ain't said nothing but a word.
But I think that's awesome. I would ask you what it is that you think makes your parties different from everybody else's party. But I think I answered that. What you got for me? What makes you different?
Well, I'm gonna pick it back on what you said. Most of my guests I know personally. Either I then, like you said, flew to meet them, have dinner, lunch with them, have a couple of drinks with them. Like, I believe in the commodity of friendship in lifestyle. That's how I was brought into lifestyle. It was more like a fraternity for me, fraternity, a fellowship of like-minded individuals, and I noticed that kind of diminishing right now, and I just love to give back to the community. That's my due diligence as far as giving back to the community, the old school community, that brought me in whenever I was 25, and I'm hanging around 50-year-olds and so forth like that. Now I'm that guy now,
Yeah, I love it. And it's totally, like I said, Sean Long and his events, it's more personal, and it's more intimate, and I love it. 5 stars on Google.
Yes, and I appreciate you all the time.
Always. I love it. Sean, I be doing his flyers. So if y'all see his flyers out there, just know I did that.
Yes, you do that.
I did
I've
that. I
seen a
did
couple of
that.
the flyers that you've done for him, and they look really good. You do a good job on
Yes,
those.
you kill it.
Thank
A
you.
couple
Thank
other
you.
things, not to cut you off, Mercy. A couple other things about my party events. They're travel events. Like it's for people to like just use as a vacation. Like
Yep.
I love to travel. That's why you got the fly zone. You know, that's my
Mm-hmm.
thing. Anybody that know me knows he's always gone. You know, I'm
You're always
always
on the
traveling
go.
somewhere, and I would like to bring my lifestyle community with me. You know, just have fun, like-minded individual. Be yourself with the people that you can actually be who you want to be. You know, that's what it's all about. Be open, be true to yourself. You know, and that's hard to find. You know,
Yep.
Yeah, it's good to have that
Love that.
change of scenery. I feel
yeah,
like, especially when, I was really, really active in the swingers lifestyle, when you having a party at home, you get in one headspace. But when you somewhere where don't nobody know you and they ain't gonna see you again,
right.
you could really lose your shit and just go fucking crazy. So I definitely understand that idea that I'm just gonna get away and have some fun and just get a change of scenery and do something a little different. That's real exciting to have sometimes.
Yes. I
Definitely.
don't do it for financial gain, like you said, Mercy. It's just all about like the community and trying to get people in line with what I deem as real lifestyle. Some people, I hate whenever people say that lifestyle. When you talk to vanilla people, quote unquote vanilla people, I hate using that terminology, but people use it all the time. Lifestyle people are a bunch of people that all they want to do is just fuck. I try to give experiences, like just an all around experience, education on these terminologies. You'll be amazed how many people use terminologies in lifestyle and think that they up for what these terminologies are and don't even know what the hell they signing up for. That shit is
Right.
hilarious to me. Like do your research, do your homework, what you signing up for. You want a dime, okay, whatever. But
You want
do
you
your
want a
research
cuckold
what
that don't
comes
even
with
know what it
that.
means.
Yeah, oh my
You want a
goodness.
cuckold that don't even know
She
what it
done threw it
means.
out there. Yeah.
Right.
And
Like,
then when you
please do
tell them
your
what it
due
is, they give you the, oh no, no, not that, not that.
diligence. Right.
I
Do
was thinking of something
your
else. Not
diligence.
that, not that.
I tell people all the time, do your due diligence and know what the hell you signing up for before you sign up for it. Even with my parties, like I let people in, I like different plays. I understand people got different preferences and things like that. But I be straight up with them, like, hey, what do you like? What's your preference? What's your sexual preference? What's your race preference? All
Right.
that, because me as a host, my number one goal is to satisfy everyone and to put enough options if someone decides to want to play, it's available. You know,
Yes.
that's my number one goal. Like enough options for everyone to have fun if they decide to play, but at the same time, have education involved in it as far as what lifestyle is about, understanding the culture and things of that nature, like, so it's an experience, that's all I say.
I love it.
That's what's
I love
up.
it.
That's what's up. That's even better than, the every weekend going to hit a party real quick. You got some, I'm gonna make some plans. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go out of town. I'm gonna put this
Yes.
together. Like we talking about some
Hey,
serious parties.
that event right there is still like on my top three. My New Orleans event with Sean. Like it was definitely an experience. It was awesome. Like we got to do vanilla touristy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we
Uh-huh.
got to do lifestyle stuff during the evening that night. It was awesome. He even had like he even had a dom, a BDSM session. Come out to us and like tie us up and do some impact play. Like he thought about everything. He thought about everything on this trip. It was
That's
great.
cool as
I
fuck.
loved
That's
it.
cool as fuck.
But I'm gonna
I'm
tell
ready
you
for the
something,
next one,
Mercy.
baby.
I gotta stop you there. My Houston party, what I got in my mind is gonna be the shit. Trust me.
I'm listen, and I told you
It's gonna
Houston is
be one
on
two.
my to do list.
it's gonna be one to remember. I'm gonna say that. You know, it's gonna be in the spring
I'm
of
gonna be there.
25 next year.
All right. I got a job now, so you gotta give me them dates so I can start putting them in, okay?
You have a
Because
job.
I will not
You
miss
know what your job is.
I got
You
you. I
got to do a
got you.
save the date now.
Right. I gotta definitely do a save the date. Well, Sean,
Mhm.
it was definitely a pleasure speaking to you. We got a couple of more hosts waiting in
Okay.
line to get in there. If you can stick around to the end or come back, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get the party going with a whole now that I know I can get so many people on at the same time, try to get all of us in a room, you know what I'm
It's
saying? And I
beautiful.
can formally introduce all my favorite party hosts to each other.
It's beautiful, and I'm gonna stick around. You know, thank y'all again, Bear.
Thank you for
King.
being here. We appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mercy
Be
Queen.
safe.
All right.
Love you, baby. All right. So next we got Mecca's back. Mecca, you ready? Let's get you on there, baby.
I am.
Welcome,
There it is.
Mecca.
How's everybody
This
doing
is
tonight?
Lord Mecca.
Welcome, welcome.
Lord
Yes.
Mecca. How you doing today, baby?
Lord Mecca, I'm doing great. Just sitting here chilling. Can you hear me?
How's how's the weather
Yes,
My
we can
treating
con-
hear
you
you
over there?
just
Because you
my
are
fine.
connection
in
is
Florida.
in my section we good. I'm in Orlando at the moment.
Okay, good.
You're in
A
Orlando.
little bit of rain. Yeah,
Kind of
yeah, it's a
froze
little
up.
bit of rain, but it's not crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
Kind
My
of froze.
connection is a little weird.
Yeah. All
We'll hang
right.
in there
Well,
as
we can
long
hear
as we
you
Is
can.
that
though.
It's
better?
probably because of the storm going on.
There you
Oh,
go. There you go. So,
I hope.
Lord
Hello?
Mecca, can you hear me? Can you hear it?
I don't know if you guys can hear.
We can hear you
I can.
fine,
I
Lord
can
Mecca.
hear
Why
you.
don't you tell
Oh,
us a little bit about your party? Tell us, kind of a breakdown of what makes your party different than all the rest, and give us a little introduction to what walking in the door of one of your parties looks like.
okay. Well, I try to provide a hospitality family experience when it comes to the lifestyle. I want everybody to feel comfortable, people to feel safe, know that they can come to me for any and everything when they are attending one of my events. Most people know that I walk with no fear, so therefore, if there's any issue, I'm gonna straighten it out. You know what I mean? I want them to have fun. I want them to be able to know when they come in, whatever their wildest desires is, I'm going to do my due diligence for them to experience that and to feel safe and comfortable experiencing that. Whatever it is at their comfort zone. Um, whether it's a newbie, I'm willing to give them the lessons on learning whatever it is they want to learn. If it's a vet, someone that's been around for a while, they know that, okay, when I come, I can ask him, hey, I want this, I want that, and I'm going to do my due diligence to provide that. I want them to be able to come and not have to worry about they didn't bring this or didn't bring, you know, things not being clean or whatever the case may be. Come and I'm going to, for the most part, provide everything that they could possibly desire and need when it comes to one of my events. I also try to make it, my goal is to make it more than just lifestyle, sexual thing. You and I try to implement other things, and I'm building and working on ideas into other things, into the events, other than just people coming to have sex. I want to be able to people, get their dance on, people to experience things like puff and paint, and there's a whole bunch of other things. I don't want to give away all my secrets, but I'm trying to give them other fun bonding activities for them to be able to network and get to know people, not just in a sexual way, but networking and just having a fun time for for whatever the amount of time that there is. Because some of my events, I might do a one night event. Sometimes it's a full weekend event. But what I'm trying to do is give them a place more than just, a place to just have sex. I want you to have fun. I do prize giveaways. So I try to give it to where they walk away with something, some type of souvenir or prize, that they'll always remember the time that they had at my event. I started a merchandise line selling T-shirts and stuff, and I'm even building and working on that, so they can come and now I'm working on not just adult themed T-shirts, which Mercy has helped with some of the logos and slogans, but other T-shirt slogans, things that are quote unquote vanilla. So one way or another, they can walk away with something, whether it was something that they purchased or it was a giveaway that they'll always remember when they pull out that thing. I remember that time that I was over at this party and I had a good time. I met this person and this, that, and the third.
Okay. All right.
One of the things that I've worked on and I've completed, but I want to do some revision and adding to is I have wrote a couple books about the list. They haven't been published yet. One of them is about experiences and personal experiences I've had in lifestyle, and the other one is sort of like a user guide for newbies and for vets to refer to. And I am still working on adding some things like when I learn new terminology. As Sean said before, some people they'll hear something and they're like, oh, yeah, I want a dom or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, okay, do you know the definition of this? For instance, I learned one today where someone mentioned I guess you could call it a position called the Eiffel Tower, and I'm like, what's that? They explained it to me. And I'm like, makes sense. Okay, that's just something else now I got to think about. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. And anytime I hear a certain term, I'm one of those people. I want to know what that is because I don't want to be saying it, and I don't want nobody saying it around me, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm like, I
Get
consider
yourself
Unless
in
you know what
myself
an
a
trouble.
Eiffel
vet.
Tower is. Have you ever done
Yeah.
an Eiffel Tower?
Oh, I have. Yeah, I didn't know that was called the Eiffel Tower, but yeah, I have. It's man. That's one of the reasons why I wrote a book because I got so many experiences of stuff that I've done that people, I got to make sure the book doesn't get in certain hands because people gonna be like, God damn,
All right.
hasn't he done?
So,
It's gonna be too
what
late. Once it's
area?
in the book, everybody gonna know about it.
Everybody gonna know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, everybody
yeah.
gonna know. I want you to let the people know what area do you usually cater to normally when you have your parties, and how often do you have your parties?
Well, a majority of my events have been in the Central Florida area, from Kissimmee, Davenport, Cocoa, handle the East Coast, Tampa area. I'm looking to expand and do some stuff. I've done 2 events in Jacksonville. I'm looking to get up there again. I have done a few events in New York. I'm definitely looking to get up there again. And eventually I want to get down there to, your area down in Southern Florida area. Just bring a following. As you know, I got someone that has a location that I can do meet and greets down there. So I definitely want to expand it in a sense, just like Sean said, I want to be able to bring my experience to different places because then it gives me the ability to, when I do have bigger events in my base, which is in a sense Central Florida, people will be more inclined to travel down and want to have that experience where I consider quote unquote my base because I've come up to their, neck of the woods and shown them a great experience. And what I bring to the table up there, and it's like, oh, okay, if he can do it this way here, I could imagine when he's in his quote unquote comfort zone, how big things and how nice things will be when he gets there.
Right.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So,
So
I have
go ahead.
a friend that should be coming out from Texas that works in a lifestyle club in Texas, and I've been trying to get her to come out. If not at one of these next two parties, because I have a party at the end of this month of October for Halloween, and then I'm working on another one in November, um, which is going to be a BDSM themed event before Thanksgiving. And I probably will skip September and then get back to things. Um, if not mid-January, then I'm gonna get back to doing my Valentine's parties because before I took my little break, I was doing Valentine's parties every year.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
We call
Sounds
those
good. From party
Thanksgiving
to
parties, those BDSM events that take place around
Yeah,
Thanksgiving. We call those
yeah,
Thanksgiving parties.
that's actually the theme called Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
It's actually the
Thanksgiving.
theme.
It's Thanksgiving.
I already got a picture that I gotta submit to Mercy to work with the flyer.
Gotcha. I'm ready.
And I'm collaborating with an associate, a dude, Lord Bruce. He has a group called House of Luxuria. My what I call my BDS entity. Actually, I'm wearing one of my shirts. I don't know if you guys can see it for the
Pink
Kinky
cat.
Cats.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my BDSM entity movement, Kinky Cats and Kinky Kittens. So that's gonna be the quote unquote label that I'm gonna be doing the Thanksgiving event.
All
I
right.
look forward to it.
Sounds
That sounds
good.
great.
Yeah,
Sounds
it
great.
should
All
be
right.
pretty.
So, anything else you want to add on there? Maybe how people can follow you, reach out to you for one of your events before we go on to the next party hosts.
Definitely. I haven't gotten back on SDC. I'm gonna do that soon. When I do, it'll probably either be under the profile name Bed Bullies or House of Silk. If you're on FetLife, look me up, House of Silk. Um, if you're on Instagram, look me up under Kinky Kittens. Um, if you're on Facebook, look up Mecca LS.
All right. Sounds good,
Okay.
Mecca. Thank you so much for coming on
I
and letting us
appreciate
know
you
about
for
your
letting me
parties.
join.
All right, baby. Love you. Talk to you soon.
You too, so
For those of you
All
that don't know,
right. So
FetLife
now,
is Facebook for kinky people.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Facebook for kinky people.
Cersei. Cersei's up next. And then you, Island. Just hang on for me, baby. I see you. And here we go. Hey, beautiful.
Hello, hello. Hopefully
How
my
are
lights don't go back
you?
out and the internet don't go back out.
No, we
Yeah,
got faith.
I
so
was
We
like,
got
hopefully
faith.
this comes back on.
We
yeah,
got faith. The
we
people
are
want
also
this
in Central
information, so
Florida.
we gonna make sure everything stays on and you can get all the information out you need. So tell us a little bit about your parties. Tell us what we would expect as a new person who's never been to one of your parties walking in for the first time. What would that look like?
I'm sorry you broke up.
I was saying, tell us a little bit about your parties as a new person walking into your parties for the first time. What would that look like?
Well, I'm gonna greet you at the door. So there's nobody else at the door but me. This way I make sure that you see my face because I want to make sure that you actually meet the host. Because that's one thing that happens at a lot of parties. The host gets so caught up on the things that they're doing that we're just so busy all the time that you don't always get to meet the host. So I want to
Yeah.
make it my business that if you didn't at least talk to me to get your ticket, you talk to somebody on my team, but you are definitely going to meet me at the event because a lot of people want to meet me, but they're like, I want to hang out with you. I said, right now is not the time. You got to come on a meet and greet night. So that's definitely one thing that I try to make sure that when you walk in, you meet me at the door, and then I'm going to introduce you to the people on my team, and then my team is going to make sure you're going to get a drink and get a tour throughout the house. This way you know where everything's at, what are the rules. You're not walking in there blind. You know definitely what to expect. And then we're going to introduce you to other people because we also have like a meet and greet feel to our parties. So we want to make sure that people are connecting with other people and that they're making lasting connections, not just coming to a party and saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and having expectations that aren't realistic. So, and I pride myself on that, making sure that everybody's connecting some way, somehow. And I definitely, like, I was blessed because Mecca was one of my mentors when I first started about 6 years
Mm.
ago. So because of that, like, I took into a lot of consideration how he does things. And you can tell the difference when you go to a party from him and a party from Cersei. It's two different dynamics, two different people, but he definitely was one of the people that kind of like showed me, hey, look, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. This is how you're going to handle it. And even to this day, there's times where if an issue shows up and I'm like, Mecca, how do I handle this? And he'll be like, well, this is what you got to do. Or, well, do you want me to talk to them? Or, so like I'm still very connected with the people that have invested in me over the years, and I love it. So,
So
That's good. It's important to
you're
keep those connections.
yeah, definitely. You got
definitely,
more of that
definitely.
a splash of that extra personal touch at your parties because you gotta meet me. You're gonna meet me. And I love that. One thing about Cersei's parties also is she is the queen of decorating. And her parties are 99% of the time or 100% of the time it's the decorations and the atmosphere that she puts together with these with these decorations and the theme. She brings it to life, and that's one of the things that I love about her parties too. Are you with us? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Cersei?
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Now I can hear you. Sorry, this storm is kicking my butt.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we keeping our fingers crossed. Cersei, what area do you throw
Yeah.
your parties in? Like how often do you throw them and what area would they be in?
So the last time that we threw a party was back in October. We had some people on our team that had some medical issues and things like that, so we had to take like a little sabbatical. But we do it mainly in like Kissimmee, Davenport area. So like that we can stay in the Central Florida. But I have done parties down by Mercy and Fort Lauderdale. I think the first time I met you, Bear, was at one of my
At our
birthdays with
birthday.
Mercy. It was like at one of
Yeah, it
our
was at
birthday
the
parties. So, and yeah, I still have my little keychain, the little flogger that you gave me for the birthday.
yeah, it was your birthday, so you had to get a prize. You had to get something. I had to make sure I gave you a gift.
I got a beating. It was my birthday too. I got beat.
Yeah, you got a spanking and she got a keychain flogger. Everybody was happy.
Everybody was definitely
Right.
happy. I was definitely happy. No complaints. Definitely no complaints. Um, you want to let the world know? Oh, let them know how they can reach you. Let them know about your website. You
Cersei, can you
lost
Couldn't
hear
us
us?
hear you.
again? Can you?
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, no,
Mercy
I'm
was saying,
just
let
telling you to
everybody
let
know
them know
about your
about your.
website and how they can reach out. People can reach you.
Oh, reach me. They can either contact me on Facebook, Raquel Roman, or we also have a group called Cersei Club. Cersei Club is like we have over like 700-800 people in our group. And then we also have Instagram, which is Cersei_ENT. And right now our website is down, so but that'll be coming
Oh,
back up soon.
We're gonna blame it on the
okay.
hurricane and just say we're gonna keep it moving and everything will be back to normal real soon.
Right. All right, baby. I know you didn't hear that, but he made a funny.
Yeah, the storm is messing with our communication, so there's a bit of a delay and things aren't going 100%. But we're gonna say it's because of the hurricane. We're gonna keep it moving. Your website will be back up before we know it.
Definitely. All right, baby.
Right.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Stick around, okay? Island, you're next, baby. My Island Belle, babe. Hold on, where's she at? Here she go.
There she is.
Hey, beautiful.
How are you? Hey.
There you are. We're good. How are you doing?
No, thank you. Oh. Hold on. Hi. I'm good, girl. Sorry, my daughter was asking me a question. Huh?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Girl, sorry, girl. She was asking me a question. That's why. Just as soon as y'all put me on.
Right. It's all good. It's all good. Island is also one of my favorite hosts, one of my favorite party hosts. Every party that she goes to is usually a 2-day event, and I try my best to make it out to at least one of them. At least one of them.
Yes.
So this is Island, y'all. Island, let them know what's so great about your party. What makes your party so different?
Well,
Now
I
hold on a
know.
second. Hold on a second. We only have like 20 minutes, Island, and I hear amazing things about your parties. Like awesome, great, wonderful, amazing things about your parties. So we gonna leave something to the imagination, but I want you to tell us like the big ones, the big reasons that make your party so great, because so many people say so many good things about your parties here in the local Fort Lauderdale community. Your parties are always on people's lips.
Really? Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I try my best. See, that's what I want because I think my main goal is to make sure that everybody's comfortable. You know, you hear so many different rumors about how party goes and stuff like that. That's my main goal. Like, if you're not comfortable, then, I'm not doing my job, my part of it. So that's like to even piggyback off what everyone says, which as all hosts, we all can agree that's what like our main goal is. So I think that's what really makes my parties a little bit different is that I try very hard to make sure everybody's having a good time. I do meet and greets. I try to change up themes where people get to dress up. It's like a role playing type of situation. So this is my daughter. Sorry. It's a role playing type of situation. So I try very hard to make sure that if you're coming out, you're gonna enjoy yourself. And if you're not gonna enjoy yourself, what's the purpose of it? And what
Right.
can I do to make sure that you enjoy yourself? Now, if you're sitting in the corner and you're not talking to anyone or then there's nothing I can do about that. But I feel like that is my main goal. I try to switch it up. I give different atmospheres, different locations to make sure that every time when somebody comes out and they spend their hard-earned money, they get a different experience. So even if you're in South Florida, it's like you're, somewhere else. You're not really down here. So I think that's what kind of, make my parties different, and everybody's vibe is usually good, So
Mhm.
Yeah, one thing
I
that
hear a lot of good things, especially about your dress down parties, not your dress up parties. I've heard
so
some very good things about the stroke of midnight dress down rule that you have at some of your parties.
yeah, listen. Okay, it's the same thing when you go to any other place, right? Like if you go to trapeze, right? You make
Hmm.
sure that like for you to go in the back, they tell you have to dress down, right? So it's
Right.
the same thing. Like if you're going to come to one of these parties, you I understand that you might not yet be fully comfortable with everybody else who's around you. But if you're going to be in a scene where, people are already dressed down, you can't still be in jeans and shirt and stuff like that. That's all I ask. At least dress down to your boxers, or, to like play something that makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, more at ease. So like, I don't ask for you to get naked. If you want to, that's cool. But like, all I ask is for you to dress down like you are at home. Because when you're at home, you don't wear fully clothes. Like right now, I have a shirt on. Beneath that, there's nothing else.
Right. You only got that shirt on because you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I'm gonna need to see some proof at a different time on a separate show in a different situations that we're not gonna get banned for. But I definitely don't believe that there's nothing else under that shirt. I have to see that for myself. I don't believe it for a moment.
So the one thing that I love about island parties that I do have to point out, at 12 o'clock, the party stops, everybody comes into the house, and she does her speech. And her speech is always a warm welcome to the house. It's the rules. It starts off with no means no. She lays down the law, lets everybody know the do's and the don'ts. And then she usually has like a little game, even if it's just, the guys and the girls walking by each other, introducing each other. So she makes it to where you have to reach out to other people that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she'll tell you, you have to go and say hi to 3 people that you've never met. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she does the little conga line. And that's one thing that I love about her parties. She tries, right. That's one thing that I love about your parties is that, you try to get everybody to get comfortable with each other and to introduce each other, to each other or whatnot, and just feel more comfortable and at ease, and then it does give it that lifestyle touch, because at 12 o'clock, you have to dress down. Like she said, you don't have to be completely naked. The guys can have on a undershirt and some boxers. Girls can have on their lingerie, or, however you want. Or, like me, that I'm like, yeah, dress down. I'm dressing down.
All the way down.
All the way down. And that's one thing that I do love about islands parties, and the themes. There's always a theme.
Yes, I love role playing. I love dressing up. It kind of puts you in a different set of, mind. Like, so when you dress up, it kind of brings out your little kinks and makes you get ready, to have a good time. Right. So, I mean, it's not necessary for you to, participate in the theme, but it kind of change your set of mind when you dress up.
The energy, it changes the energy.
I highly recommend it.
It's just like anything else. When we go to these parties, sometimes, especially at a party like this, you get in your head and you overthink things and you start to wonder how you look and if everybody likes you. And we get some drinks to loosen up, but sometimes being in that theme is just as good as having a drink or two. It helps you loosen up and kind of play the part and get out of your own head and stop overthinking and just focus on having some fun and just having a good time.
Exactly. And I always tell people, do not have any type of expectations. Even if you've been to a host party, 5, 10 times, whatever the case is, don't have any expectations. Just go out there with a clear mind and just try your best to enjoy where you are. If you stay focused on, I'm at a sex party, or and then you don't try to enjoy the moment, you're going to be stuck in your head and time is going to fly by and you're going to be like, oh shit, I didn't really enjoy it. And it's because of you, because you were stuck on this is what you wanted to happen. Oh yeah, you wanted to do this, you wanted to do that. The lifestyle is more than, being in a sexual state. It's more than that. It's also about, actually talking to other people, get a networking, all that. We're all here because we all have the same type of, or similar fantasies. So why not, just enjoy yourself while you're there with people who is in the same state of mind as you.
I'm so glad you said that. That is so true. A lot of times, you go into these situations and you get too stuck in your head, and that's when you have the worst time. If you just
Yes.
go into this
Yeah.
situation and just be open to let something
Mhm.
happen and to have a good time and just open yourself up to whatever's going to come your way, you can have such a much better time just being open as opposed to specifically looking for something and going with some, like you said, having some expectation of something. Because it's like you said, so many people get into this lifestyle thinking it's all about sex, 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 and nothing
Yeah.
else. And you have to be open to everything. You got to be open to
Mhm.
the connections and the
Mhm.
experiences, and all of that stuff is part of what this lifestyle is about. It's not just the sex. So I'm so glad you said that. That's so true.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you gotta make the best of your time. You spend your money, you bought your outfit, you know,
Right.
you went to the barber, you got that, you did all that. So,
Okay,
man,
you
be
shave your
all in your
legs
head.
and other places. Yeah. You know, wax and stuff. Like, come on now.
Right?
I'm
Come on
I'm
now.
probably somewhere in the corner with some floggers or some rope or something. You better have a good
Yes.
time because you don't know when it's gonna
You
happen
feel me?
again.
Exactly. I love it. All right, we got a few minutes. We got a few minutes left. Eileen, if you want to let people know, how to reach you. I got your Facebook on there. It's Belle Eileen.
Yeah,
If you want to
Belle
let the people know
Island.
anything else. All right.
Yes,
Anything else you
yes.
want the people to know?
Yeah, the best way to reach me is through Facebook. If you're on Telegram, it's Island, and I can send that to you if you contact me or message me through Facebook. But that's usually the best way.
So
All
before we
right.
end, Island, I gotta make sure and let you know I will definitely be at the next party. I will definitely
Yes.
have something set up somewhere, spanking somebody or tying somebody up in some rope. I was supposed to be at the last one, and then the storm came through, and I had to go overtime at work, and I did not get to make it. And I felt so bad because I heard it was so good. I
Oh
had
my gosh, we
somebody
had a
just
great time.
rubbing in my face how good the party was and how I missed it and how it was so awesome, just making me feel even worse. So now I got to make sure that I'm definitely going to be at the next one, spanking ass and tying people up and doing my thing. I'm definitely going to be there.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Whenever you're ready, let me know. And thank you guys for always supporting me and showing me love. I really appreciate it.
Always.
Thank
You know,
you.
you're my babe. Before you
I
go, let
know,
me
I
put my
know.
other. Don't go nowhere. I'm putting my other party host on here.
Okay.
Want y'all to.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh, look, Sean. Okay,
Hello.
Sean.
Who took the
Okay.
shirt off? Hello. Hi.
And Sean, that is Island. Island, that is Sean. And Mecca, that is Sean and Island. I just want
Hi.
y'all to
Somebody's getting
formally
real happy.
introduce y'all. And maybe we can all hang out at a party.
I feel like he doesn't believe that you're naked under that shirt either. You're going to have to prove it to him as well. Neither one of us believe it.
Listen, I have no problem. I have no problem at all.
So, for all our listeners and for everybody tuning in, these party hosts are doing their best to make sure that you have a good time at their event. Again, they don't throw events for themselves. The events that they throw, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of money. They
Yes.
put all of themselves into making these events an experience and something that's fun for the people that are coming out to these events. So the amount of money that you're paying for a ticket or you're paying to get in, it pales in comparison to the amount of work and time and energy and effort that they've put into making this a great, spectacular, wonderful, positive event for you. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're going to this event. And it is not their fault if you go to this event and you have attitude, you have a bad mood, you not having a good time. They will provide you with the opportunity and the space and the people for you to enjoy yourself. You have to come in there with that positive energy and that good mood and that desire to have fun and have a good time. Okay. Just like any party, they cannot guarantee you anything is going to happen. They cannot guarantee you going to do something. All they can do is provide an opportunity and a great space with great energy and all of the things that they provide, like the food, the space, the pool, the tap. Like they are laying all this stuff out and they're putting all of themselves into these events so you can have a good time. But you have to do your part. Bring your positive energy. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Leave that negative mood at home. Leave that bad work day at home. Leave that sitting in the corner not talking to nobody at home. Bring your best self, bring the self that's going to have the best time there and enjoy yourself at their party. That's what they want. That's why they're doing it. That's the whole reason that they put this together, is so that all of you can have a good time.
That
Very
is
true.
very well said.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
All that said
why
and
she
done,
found
thank
these
you.
sound effects, bro.
Very well said, Bear. Oh my goodness. I don't think I can add anything to that. Besides, clean up after yourselves, guys. People, clean up after.
Yes, please do
Please.
not leave your shit on the bed or the floor. Oh my God, I'm glad you said that,
Clean up after.
Marcellus.
Please.
So bad.
That's one of my number
Beg
one
of you.
gripes is dudes leaving their used condoms
Oh,
for
Yes.
us to pick up.
so
I always
nobody
tell
want to
people,
pick
Listen,
that up.
rappers I don't care
Even the
about, but don't
cleanup
I don't
team
want to
don't
be
want to have
slipping
to
and
clean
sliding
that
on
up.
somebody's babies.
right.
Yeah,
Well, that's one of the rules at my parties is that anybody who gets caught leaving a condom behind, they no longer are invited to my parties because
that's a
that's
good rule
childish.
to have. That is a good,
Childish. You
because
know, you
like I
got to be
said,
grown and come to these parties.
like I
Mm-hmm.
You got
said,
to be grown.
even the
So
cleanup team don't want to clean that up.
yeah. But once again, guys, thank you so much. It was a great podcast. Thank you all for coming on here. Again, these are some of my favorite party hosts that I would always recommend. Island, we gotta holler at Sean because next trip is in Houston, and
Yes.
you know what I'm saying. Maybe Sean, maybe you can come down and meet Island at one of her parties, and you know how you like to kick it
Definitely.
before you get the invite. You know what I'm saying? And I think it'll be great. And Mecca, we'll see you soon. October, actually. I mean, at the end of the month. And just thank you guys. Thank you all for coming. I love each and every one of y'all, and y'all know
I
this.
love you
Thank you
too.
for
Thank
having
you
us.
for
Love you
Yeah.
too,
inviting me.
baby.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for
No
everything y'all
problem.
do for the community, and thank y'all for coming on the show. We really appreciate your time and your
It's
Yes.
a
effort and your
pleasure.
energy.
All righty. Good night,
Appreciate
guys.
you for
Good
having us.
night. Be safe.
Good night.
Be safe, baby. All right, Mr. Bear with the thumb. Look.
That's right. With the thumbs, this guy. You got your sound effects. I got my fingers. That's right.
I love it. I love it. All right, love.
You got your sound effects for real. You be just throwing them in there.
I swear I
So,
got sound effects for days, baby. But listen, on that note,
Bye. Have a great time. Bye. Have a great
so we are out of time again. Everybody in Central Florida, be safe, stay dry, stay out this wind. Do your best to just be as safe as you can. Remember, all this shit is just stuff. What's important is you. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put your life at risk trying to save some stuff because you can always buy more stuff. Okay. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Stay out the storm. Do your best to just be as safe as possible. Can't stress it enough.
all righty. And shout out to Baby Bear who wasn't with us today. We miss you too, love. We miss you too. She's watching us on YouTube.
Yeah, she's in Cali.
She's in Cali. All righty, Bear. I will see you soon. Talk to you later. Love you.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
everybody. See it. I got it all. I got it all.
I hate you. Bye.
You got your sound effects. I got my fingers.
Bye.